So today's episode is awkward moments with clients. Everybody sits down around the fire because some of them can be kind of scary.
Shanique, all I wanted to do was relax and not hear bleep, bleep, bleep.
Because now you all feel what I felt in the room.
Embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed right now. But this big thermos is filled with vodka. We had clients that would bring their horses. If you have a tiny baby, like I can't babysit.
You're listening to Not Just Lashes. Here are your hosts, Shanique and Dixie.
Welcome to Not Just Lashes. That is Shanique.
That's me. Hi, world.
And I'm Dixie. I thought you'd introduce me after.
I'm just being silly.
So today's episode that I would like to talk about is awkward moments with clients, because they're bound to happen.
That was an awkward moment for us. So.
Yeah, I mean, then not a day goes by where there's not an awkward moment.
I know.
So we'll share some little stories and what we did in them.
Time.
Yeah, everybody sit down around the fire because some of them can be kind of scary.
Yes.
And haunted.
Grab your hot chocolate and your cookies.
Yes, and listen to the tales of Glam Spa.
Yes. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
So,
Niels Dixie.
yeah.
Start this
All right. So,
combo.
the reason why I thought of this as a topic is because I recently had a moment with a client where I was like, this is so awkward. I'm like, does this happen to other people or is it just a me thing? But all my clients, it's such a lovely feeling because they always are like, I love the music you play. What station is this? And I really pride myself on having good music because I like it to be not too spa-like, but still relaxing that people are able to sleep if they want to during it, but I'm not going to fall asleep. Like just a nice setup for the environment. And like we've said before, like Shanique and I love music.
Yes.
Like we're always going to concerts and rock and all that. And
We rock out.
You'd be surprised at what we listen to.
Yes.
Roll the windows down. It's heavy metal.
Yeah,
exactly. It's Snoop Dogg. It's
Beastie Boys.
yeah. We have a wide range.
Definitely.
But I remember we once had a girl that worked in the spa, and she would play music, and it was very like we had complaints just because it would.
So we had this young gal, and she would always play like rap music. And, you know, when I walked by, I didn't notice anything like degrading or, you know, anything weird. But this time, a client complained, and she was a sophisticated woman.
Yeah.
And she was like, look, Shanique, all I wanted to do was relax and not hear bleep, bleep, bleep. So you could only imagine what this, you know, rapper was saying. And she was like, oh my God, I just wanted to get up. I felt like I feel uncomfortable and degraded as a woman.
Yeah.
Like this is something that I don't want to hear when I'm getting my eyelashes done.
Yeah, read the room, guys. Like, there may be clients, like if you have younger or something, and they
change up the music.
Yeah. Or I always even say, like, when I meet someone, or like I'll have like kind of a bass level, and I'm like, is there any other music you want to listen to? Or sometimes
like bass level, like turn up the bass. Like that?
No, like my bass level is like smooth, like usually the playlist will be why can't I think of it? When they play like acoustic.
Oh, okay.
Like acoustic versions of popular songs. That's like a go-to playlist on Spotify that I'll do. Or I love like indie chill mix and stuff like that. Yeah. So back in the day, I've gone through a lot of different playlists, and then when you listen to it over and over again as a lash artist, you're like, okay, I'm going to play a different playlist or experiment with something else.
Yeah.
And I remember when we first started lashing, it was called Chill Vibes Station, and it was really cool.
Yeah.
And then there was this one song that just in the middle of the song for 3 minutes, And like I'm in the middle of lashing.
Not to laugh.
For 3 minutes, it was like all of a sudden they're in the woods and it's like a chipmunk or something for 3 minutes solid. So it's like a really nice, cool song, like relaxing, like da, da, da,
oh my gosh.
There's no lyrics or anything. And then randomly in the middle of the song while I'm lashing, it's like meow. And so the first time I heard the song, I was like, oh, it's probably going to be done soon.
Right.
And I
just so like, weird.
Kept going. And it was just like, oh, that's... So then I would have to get up because I played off of an iPad. So then I would get up and like go change the song or whatnot. And then I would tell stories about that song and it never popped up again. And I'm sad because I want to show it as an example.
I wonder if you like search like...
Chipmunks,
like wilderness animal sounds. You could find it for sure.
I don't know if I'll get that exact song though. It's just probably like white noise, like people when they fall asleep, like those
those sounds.
Yeah. But anyway, I recently had a worse than a chipmunk experience.
Yes.
And so I'm lashing. I'm on like indie chill music or something, and a song is playing, and the song is called, I'll let you guys know the song so you can hear it for yourselves, Touch Tank. I wasn't aware of the title at first either.
Right.
It's just
because it's on
random.
Indie chill music.
Yeah, and it's like
weren't
curated to you.
Anything obnoxious.
I did not pick any of the songs on the playlist. It's just like based off of other songs. And so yeah, it's called Touch Tank. So it sounds like a, guitar, just kind of an indie, like songwriter vibe, like Taylor Swift. No. And so I'm lashing away. It's got a nice melody or a nice, tone. But then you go into the lyrics. So let's just set up the scene. I have a mom of 3. And she's the client where we talk in the beginning, catch up, and then she's like, I'm just going to chill. Yeah. And so the music's going and I'm just lashing away and in the zone. And I hear a song. I'm like, oh, okay. And it's silent. I don't think she's sleeping. I think she's just resting.
Yeah, you just started. Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, because I preach freedom, but you're a great excuse. Plus, I'd rather get naked and swim in your blow-up pool. Okay, well, right.
It's kind of weird, but
I've had. Yeah. So
I've heard worse.
Yeah. And dry our dolphins' bodies off and question your tattoos. Okay.
It's getting weirder.
It's weird.
It's getting weirder.
Who's really paying it? Oh, and then all of a sudden, the melody comes. Oh. 'Cause he's so pretty when he goes down on me.
I can't believe you just said that. I did not think that you were going to say the actual what happened.
I think I had to.
Oh my God. You just
because now you all feel what I felt in the room.
Embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed right now.
So that's repeating over and over again because it's the melody.
Oh my God.
So it's just repeating, goes down on me. But it's like to a sweet tune.
Yeah, it's like sweet little girl singing the song.
My client didn't react. And I was like really hoping, like maybe just like, I'm like, oh my God, I hope she doesn't think that I listened to this like at home and that's like part of my playlist. I was just like, oh. And then it got even more awkward because then it went silent because I went to go skip the song. So it was just obvious that I knew that that song.
Did you stumble? Did you fall? Did you trip over yourself? Did you do anything like that? Because that's something I would have been.
Oh, yeah, no.
You know what I mean? Because I've done that with my kids, like watching a movie and like something I consider inappropriate or embarrassing because I know I was in that situation as a kid.
You just don't want to see it with your parent.
Ew, or gross, 2 people kissing, but beyond that. And I get so embarrassed. I'm more modest than you guys think.
Yeah, even though she listens to heavy metal.
Right.
But yeah, no, so I changed it, but it was just like, one, it built an awkward silence in the room. And she didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I'm going through my head. I'm like, do I bring it up? Because you know how like it's like if nobody said anything, like don't bring it up because it makes it more awkward. But I'm like,
it's like
should
when somebody
apologize?
Toots. Like, do you bring up when somebody farts?
I've had a client fart.
Me too.
In their sleep. So that was fine. But I've had one where they're like talking to me during the appointment or whatever, and then they fart, but everybody just ignores it.
That is so funny. Yes.
It's like an unspoken rule. Like,
It is an unspoken rule.
We heard
like
it.
you toot toot.
Toot toot.
I don't know. I'm not
toot.
toot toot. Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, it was very awkward. And then I don't know. I guess this playlist just had.
I
started
the other
questioning.
songs?
I started
like
really
that?
listening then to lyrics.
Oh God,
And
it gets
then,
worse.
Yeah, well, not worse. I mean, I think that's the worst one,
my
honestly. Yeah, I'm like looking at the lyrics. I can't get worse than that because this was like, "And I will f you like
my
nothing
goodness.
matters." But I
Yeah,
feel
y'all
like the
can
other
look
one
it-
is
look it
just,
up yourself.
Yeah, I mean that's a bad word, and I mean we're all adults in the room for the most part,
Right.
you know. But the one was just so descriptive.
Too descriptive.
Yeah.
Just whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was an awkward moment, and they
So
happened.
you had your blushing moment where you're like,
yeah, good thing their
"Oh,
eyes
God."
were closed.
right.
My face was
Oh yeah.
yeah. But we made it through, and nobody talked about it. Nobody. Yeah, I mean, I told you afterwards. It was
Yes,
like, oh my
exactly.
god. So this happened. Yeah.
Comes out of her room like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened.
I know. And
But
if
it does.
Yeah, it
You know,
does.
it does. Sometimes you can't. I mean, most of the time, people aren't listening to the lyrics. But I think, like, when you
that's
own
what
a
I
business,
felt.
you're like, "Bah."
Yeah. I mean,
sorry, it's
I
in a
was-
quiet setting.
My
you know?
curiosity side, I'm a very curious person. I really wanted to ask him, like, did you hear
Yeah,
that?
I know.
Did you notice? Did you? Because I'm like, I could have played it off with, no, that's not what they said.
She did not say
They didn't
that.
say that. They said
She meant
around,
She wanted to go
not
downtown
down.
to go shopping.
Go
Yeah.
around with you.
Yeah.
Go
exactly.
around in.
We used to say that in maybe middle school. Would you go around with me? Okay. Means like, will you be my girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever.
Go around?
Go around.
Oh, instead of, what was it, like back in the 50s?
I don't know. Wasn't there?
Go steady. But you've seen Grease.
Will you go study with me?
But anyway,
Can I hold your books?
oh, that'd be nice.
Oh, that'd be nice.
But yes, wear
Yeah.
my Letterman jacket. My old jacket.
Oh, cute. Kind of. Maybe. I don't know.
But anyway, so
Yes.
this episode, we're just kind of going through those awkward moments.
Awkward moments.
That
And
happened.
I had one actually last weekend, and this really hilarious, funny, like really sweet client comes in, and she's new. She's like traveling around cross country and all that, and she basically like had a lot of doctor appointments, a lot of things to do. And I greeted her, and she goes, I am so sorry. Like, excuse me right now, but this big thermos is filled with vodka. And I was like,
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you. I was like, okay. She goes, I've had a stressful day. And I was
You
like,
don't say.
You don't say. And I didn't know what to say, what to do, because
Well, 'cause they
obviously
catch
she
you
was
off
drinking
guard.
beforehand.
But
You
they
know what I
catch
mean?
you off guard. It's like, do I throw you out? Like, I don't know what.
Right. Like, do you say, no, I'm sorry, put that down? Like, I don't know.
Get
She's
out
a
of
grown
my-
woman. She had a driver. So
And I respect the honesty.
I really do.
Yeah.
I respect, like, no matter, like, I respect honesty, even when it comes to that, you know? So I was like, okay, sure. And I had like a girl in training, and she's just looking at me like, oh my God, is this normal?
Is this happening
happening right
right now?
now? And yeah, it was really funny, because then she just went on, like, as the hours, you know, well, it was only an hour, but as the time went on, it just rolled into a comedy show. And she was joking and cracking the funniest jokes. And
Filter
then
was gone.
yeah. And then she stands up and she toots so loud.
Oh, I didn't know.
And she looks at Helena and I, and she goes, I just farted. Yes. And I own it. And excuse me.
So she didn't follow the code. Ew!
Anything. Yes. And I was like, what do you... Okay.
I don't know what's worse, pretending like you both didn't hear it or just announcing it, or I
don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Play it off like, no.
Well, we laughed. We did play it off.
It was the shoe on the floor. I didn't,
she didn't have her shoes on, so I don't know.
Anything.
Dead. So, yeah, I mean, all we did was laugh because whatever, that's life.
Yeah.
We toot.
Toot.
Toot, toot. But yeah,
Yeah. There's always
something.
Because you get you're not just going to have one type of client. Like everybody comes from different backgrounds, different things going on in their life. And yeah.
Sometimes life is just wild and unpredictable.
Yeah.
I mean, just like during the Woolsey fire, we had clients that would bring their horses to their lash appointments. Mm-hmm. And I know there's a fire. Park them outside. And I was like, I'm sure. Shanique, can I bring my horses? And at first I was just imagining like horses
walking
coming in the spa. No. I'm going to bring my trailer.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to get my eyelashes done and then go evacuate. And I'm like, are you sure everything's okay?
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. My husband's doing the rest and we have the housekeeper helping and, we have a place to go. We're just going to,
just need my lashes.
Yeah, just need my lashes. And
then
I'm set. I'm out.
Speaking of horses in the salon.
Oh.
Do you know where I'm going with that? Because I didn't even know. No.
I was thinking of your client with the big dog.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So, when the original big dog.
Aw.
Yeah.
Cutie.
He passed away, but she didn't even ask me if like she could bring a dog. Mm-hmm. And mostly when people bring dogs to their appointments, they're little like the pocket dogs or what do you call
purse dogs.
Purse dogs. Yeah. They're like the little
teeny
little guys. And so, I was in your room. I remember it. This was like 4 years ago now. And I was like in your room and I heard my client come in because we can always hear the door. And it looked like a horse, like a mini pony. I was like out of the corner of my eyes.
What was he? Was he a St. Bernard?
No, he's a
Newfoundland.
I just Googled it the other day to show pictures.
Yes, there's a new breed called Shom.
Yeah, the Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Newfoundland dog? Yeah, it's just a Newfoundland dog. I feel like there was another name.
Yeah, there was another name.
They're huge. I mean, it's a puppy and the paw is the size of my fist.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think 10 weeks old or something. And it's fist, or the paw is my fist. Like, it's crazy. But
yeah, she told me her new puppy was going to be 150 pounds.
170.
Oh.
I know.
Oh.
Because
that's huge. Ginormous.
I know. That weighs more than me. Like, it's like, that thing.
Me too.
Woo.
What the heck?
Yeah, so she brought that big old dog, but I thought there was a horse in the spot. I was like,
yes. But most of the time, like people, I have to say, most of the time, people's pets are well-behaved, more well-behaved than children.
Oh, I thought you were going to say than them.
Or them.
Yeah.
The dogs don't bring in vodka, but anywho. But yeah, I mean, what I tell clients is that, if they ask me about their children or their dogs, right? Do you mind? And I'm like, okay, well, are they behaved? Because your pet and your child, if they are wild, they are not gonna, are gonna be so disturbed, like chasing your dog, chasing your child, or if you have a tiny baby, like I can't babysit.
Yeah.
I can't be looking at your phone, doing your eyelashes, and then, entertaining your child, which I have done that before. And I'm sure you have done that before. You've seen me where I'm just like an octopus, like doing all this.
Your other
and
arms
then it's
start
like
to come out.
Yeah, my other arms just really come out. Just like my kids say, like I have eyes in the back of my head. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those come out.
Yeah, you gotta.
But
the other day there was a dog. It was her puppy now, and he's pretty good for the most part. But all of a sudden, I'm lashing, and I had a meat stick in my bag. And I see him going towards my purse.
No.
And I'm like, no. And like, I freaked her out because I was like, oh my God. No. Like, it's like, that's my lunch. It's like,
I was going to say, though, she was more scared about losing her lunch than the dog actually eating the beef stick.
yeah. It's like, that's my only source of protein. But yeah, so I freaked out in that moment. And then, yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of sometimes messes with the appointment.
Yeah, I mean, it's just they can't
depends.
fully relax, and
No.
they're,
No.
or the dog like jumps on them, or
Yes.
yeah, just all depends.
Well, I had a client, and she said, "Can I bring my puppy?" And I said, "Is she good?" And she's like,
I know
"Yeah,
where it's
well
going.
behaved." And so here she comes. You hear, and I was like, "God, it sounds like a lot of dogs." And
The puppy
she
had
has
8
4
legs. No.
Yes, the puppy had 8 legs. You special. He had some talent. Anyways, there's 4 dogs.
Puppies.
Puppies in my room. One kept jumping on top of my client, and I was like doing her eyelashes, like moving as she bounced. And I'm like, and it took me longer to do the service because, but luckily they didn't, they were like no potty messes. They didn't tear up anything. They were just jumping on her.
Yeah, I had a dog pee in my room once.
And barking. Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Yeah. You know who the owners are?
Ashley and Kelly.
Yes.
Mine was an
Their
actual
dogs
client.
pee in my room like it's no other.
But that's because you use the baby voice. They're not allowed to use the baby voice.
I know.
It gets them too excited.
I
when they
know.
pee. But then they got diapers.
I know. Then they got diapers because just like my trainer, my doggy trainer goes, you and your Snow White voice. Every time you see a baby, a dog, you just go, oh my God, I just love you. You're just so squishy. And I do that like all the time. And I hate it. And in fact, I did it last night when Kelly and I were talking. And I found these like really fun nails that had like had decals like on the tip, on the sides. There were little bees, little flowers, honey pot,
cute.
like super. I'll send it to you. Super cute. And
Yeah, do something about these nubs.
I was like, they are so cute. Oh my God, I just want to like just grab those nails and squish them and she's like, okay.
Nails are so squishy.
I know, they're not squishy. They're just cute. They're so cute that I just want to. I don't know. That's just me. It's the cancer side of me.
Yeah, and the 4 dog owner. You're the owner of 4 dogs, then you.
Yes. So
You have to be like a cutie squisher if you got 4 running around.
There used to be this like Warner Brother character, and I forget her name, but she's like, I'm gonna squish you, and I'm gonna love you, and I'm gonna hold you forever, or something in that.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
she has like orange hair and big bangs. I can't remember her name,
Sentence
but that's
is so familiar. I'm gonna squish you. I'm gonna hold you. I feel like that was also used in
like Animaniacs or something, and
I feel like it wasn't the girl who in Despicable Me, the little girl who loved the
yes.
stuff. And she squish it.
So that's me.
That's what I do to my cat.
Yeah.
And Sam's like, that's why he doesn't like want to like hang out with you because you squish him. I'm like, he's just so cute.
so cute.
I
Yeah.
just want to squish him. He's like, get a stuffed animal. I was like, he loves it.
I know.
He likes being squished.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like telling this to people. It's an awkward moment. It's not very like cringy, but just
Cringe enough.
yeah, I guess. But no, it's just about it's just funny like how clients react to certain things. And you had this one client, I share this story with all my clients too, because they'll ask you when you're doing their fill, like, what are you doing? Like, are you taking off my actual eyelash? Or I'm like, oh, no, I'm just like popping out and like putting a new one on.
Or cutting.
Yeah, cutting.
Because they hear that noise.
And it just reminds me every time they ask me that question about your client who it was her first time getting extensions and she came back for her fill with the baggie.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Yeah. Tell them what's in the baggie.
So cute. Okay, so this was possibly her first time getting eyelash extensions on. And when she came in for the fill, she said, it took me days. It took me days, girl, to gather up all those eyelashes. And I told my husband, hurry up, find them, go in the bed sheets, go to the bathroom, find all these false eyelashes because Shanique needs them. She needs to glue them back. And she came in with a Ziploc filled with volume eyelashes. And she's like, God, what we went through. And I'm
Scavenger
like,
hunt for lashes.
And I was like, oh, honey. I wish I took a picture of her like holding that bag, but like I was like, no, we don't use dirty eyelashes to put them back. Like it's not sanitary. She's like, I found them in the bathroom floor. I was like, oh no,
they're goners. They're done.
She even picked those up off the bathroom floor. So yeah, that was hilarious.
It's not like hair extensions. Because
No,
I've had hair extensions
fall
where
out.
if I used to have the tape in and they just didn't do well with my hair. They would just slide right off. And I would have like a bag of hair in my car because like when it fall off, I'm like, shoot, like now I'm going to reattach it. So I like put it in a little baggie in my purse. Like I was always carrying around my hair, but not with eyelash extensions. It's
that's so funny.
different.
Thanks for reminding me because that was pretty hilarious. That was a real
I tell
good
that story
one.
all the time. I have like a pocket full of stories
Yes.
of yours that I just repeat. Like whenever it reminds me of something with a client, I'm like, oh, Shanique had this person.
So funny.
Like they're never my own, but no.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So what happened to you today? Did anything happen to you today? Anything funny?
No, not really. I just had one client today before we filmed. Oh, she did tell me she recently went skydiving. She was really nervous and everything.
With her eyelashes on.
And so I was laughing. I think I made a joke to you earlier. I'm like,
yes.
she's coming to her appointment. I don't know how many eyelashes she got left because she went skydiving. And she told me, like, we're chatting. And she goes, oh my gosh, you're going to find this so funny. And I was like, oh, okay, tell me. And she's like, when I went to go skydiving, they have goggles for you to wear. And the guy looks at me and goes, oh no, here, take these goggles. These are for people with eyelash extensions.
That's insane.
How many people are flying with their lashes?
Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
So they're just like wider so the eyelashes don't hit the...
Stop. He's on to something.
But
Skydiving.
But how many people like
I
the
don't
fact that
know.
he knew, like,
Yeah.
hold on, I got you.
He must have like a wife or a girlfriend
Somebody.
that has eyelashes and
Or just a lot of people like to jump out of planes with eyelash extensions.
They want to look good before their last jump or breath or
Last jump.
I don't know. I know they're just in case. I did have a few clients. Well, let me just start with this. So I've had a lot of clients who were about to give birth. Now, the latest one was this girl. She told me how many centimeters away she was from birthing this child. She goes, I've got time. She texted me and she's like, I'm going to get on that elevator. And I'm like, be careful with that. I wouldn't do that.
Stuck in the elevator.
Have your husband like roll you in. So anyways, she was about to pop out a baby. I did a fill real quick because her pictures were everything to her. Like she wanted to look beautiful and glamorous.
It's not just lashes.
It's not just lashes. That's right.
So you look good giving birth.
That's right. So basically, yeah. So I got her in and I swear like within the next like 2 or 3 hours, she had her baby.
Was she having contractions?
Yes. She was having contractions.
Would she
And
stop
she's
and be
like, I have time. It's okay. I have time.
You're counting the minutes in
And
between.
I was like, breathe, breathe, breathe. Yeah, no.
Were you scared you were about to have to deliver a child?
Probably. Yeah. I got really like hot water. I know we have hot water. So, in that one room where it's
do you
boiling
need hot water?
I don't know. I always see that in TV shows. Grab hot water, grab the towels. I don't know. I wouldn't know what to do, but I would act like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, don't worry.
You never let them know your fear.
Never. Never. I'm always crying.
The funniest part, it was just so funny because I came in that day and I'm like, oh, you're here earlier. or maybe because you didn't work that day normally. I was like, what do you, and she's like, oh, my client really needed to get in. She was, before she gives birth. Like she wanted to have her lashes for when she gives birth. And I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Like, because I've had that happen where people like plan it. They're like, okay, I'm due this day, so let's get in this day. And you're like, no, she was in labor. I was like, wait. She came in while she's in labor?
Labor. I did
dedication.
go to the hospital once for somebody.
What?
Yes. So I did her eyelashes before, like her due date. And she was like, God, whatever. Like, can you just spend 15 minutes on me just in case? And I said, okay. So I did. And then she goes, I'm at the hospital. Do you think you could just touch me up? And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, you're going to have your baby. So I did that. But then even after she had the baby, I went to her house to do her fill.
That's dedication.
I love it.
What a nice lash artist you are.
I am.
Oh, that brings me to getting eyelashes done in funny situations. So I had a consistent client and she had hurt her back or she was in a lot of pain. And for a few weeks. Like this has been going on for a while. And she was like, I'm going to have to like call the ambulance or something like that. And she had texted me. She's like, can you come to my house? I'm just like in so much pain. I haven't been out of my bed. Like, can you just do a house call? And she lived in Malibu. So I was like, okay, yeah. And this is when I lived in Santa Monica. So I'm like, actually, you know what? Cool. I'll do it at the end of the day. It's on my way home. And so I'm there and she's like in pain, like kind of flinch, she's on her bed and I'm like, doing it. And she was like, how much longer do you think? And I'm like, look, maybe like 10, 15, 20. She's like, okay, cool. Let me know when you're like 10 minutes from being done and I'll have my husband call the ambulance.
What?
And I'm like, she's like,
ambulance?
Yeah, because she was going to go to the hospital right after getting her lashes done, but she wanted to get the lashes done first.
Wait, was she pregnant?
No. So her back hurt.
Her back hurt?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought, because your back could hurt from being pregnant. Like it hurts really bad. Like right before you give birth.
Gotcha.
So,
no, yeah. She was just, I think she fell or something. I don't know. But she's been waiting to go to the hospital and they were like, just call an ambulance from your house. But she was like, I'm getting my lashes done first. So it's just the funniest scenario. So I'm like, okay, in 10 minutes I'll be done. She's like, okay, perfect. And they like call the ambulance or whatever. I pack up and she's like, ow, like in pain.
Oh
She's
my
like,
God.
They look great, thanks. And like, and I'm on my way. They're like, thanks for coming. I'm like, okay. And as I'm driving down the mountain, because it's in Malibu, the ambulance passes me.
That's too good. You're like, that's my client.
Yeah, I was like, all right, well.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, she was dedicated to.
That's dedication. Yes.
You never know. You need
never
a
know.
cute doc.
You know what? I'm dedicated. Yeah. I mean,
You never
if
know.
someone can, then why not?
Yeah. To each his own.
To each his own.
Yeah.
All right. So that wraps it up.
Yeah, let us know of any of your experiences. Or I would like to know if you've had anything similar to this.
Right? Yes.
We
And
can't
how
be
did
the
you
only
handle
ones.
it? Or whatever you have had happen.
Yeah.
If you need advice on how to approach that next time, we'll totally help you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for
That's
listening.
it. Thank you for listening and watching. And you can find us on Instagram,
Not Just Lashes.
YouTube, Not Just Lashes,
Apple.
Apple,
Not Just
Spotify.
Lashes, Spotify.
I was going to say Hulu.
Hulu. That's next.
That's next.
Wait for our reality show, guys.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
All righty. See you next time.